Hello friends, welcome to the channel Physics by IITians. Today in this video we will discuss how we can write equations in Latex, how we can create tables, and finally then we will write how we can name the chapters and their subsections. So let's start with writing the Maxwell equations first. So if we wish to write a equation and if we want equations with equation number also, so we will start with begin equation and end equation, and in between it we will write the equation. So the first equation of Maxwell is the divergence of electric field is equal to rho by epsilon naught. So divergence is the operator del operator. You can write is using slash nabla, and the dot product you can write slash c dot. As electric field is a vector, so you have to write vector sign here, so vector, and in between if you write e, so it will be a e vector. Then the right hand side is equal to epsilon, or you can say rho, so you will write rho here, but this is a fraction, so you will use a fraction term here, and the first bracket in the fraction is the numerator, and in the numerator you will write rho, and the denominator is epsilon naught, so you will write epsilon naught epsilon, and for naught you will use a subscript with this epsilon 0. So if you run this equation or you compile this code, you will see that the equation 1 is divergence of E is rho by epsilon naught. Similarly, if you wish to write the second equation, you will again use the begin equation and end equation. And the second equation is the divergence of magnetic field is 0, that is nabla c dot and the vector v, and this is 0. Again, if you run this equation, you will see that another equation will be written here, and the number of equation is equation number 2. Similarly, the third equation, begin equation and end equation, and the third equation is the curl of E, the curl of electric field is equal to minus del B by del T. So again, for the del operator, you will use the nabla symbol, and now you have a cross symbol. So for cross, the command is times. So slash times will give you a cross symbol, then the vector E. This is the left hand side. In the right hand side, you will have a negative sign minus, then the fraction, that is del B by del T. So you will use a fraction symbol here. And the numerator in the fraction is the partial derivative of B, that is partial term you will use, partial, and then the vector V. Now let's come to the denominator, and the denominator is del T. So it is again partial T. If you run this equation, so this is the third equation, that is curl of E is minus del B by del T. Let's write the fourth Maxwell equation. Again, begin equation, end equation. Now the fourth equation is the curl of B is mu naught times J plus epsilon naught times del E by del T, or you may write it in terms of C also. So if I write this equation, so this equation is nabla times vector V. This is the left hand side, and that is equal to mu naught. So for mu you will write mu only, and this is naught, so you will read a subscript symbol here, mu naught it is. Now you will use a bracket term. So for bracket you can write left and this. So this will make a bracket, open the bracket, and to close the bracket you will use a right term here. Right, again the same closing bracket. So in between this you can write your equation. So the equation is vector J, that is the current density, and you have a plus sign, then you have a epsilon naught time. So you will do slash epsilon, and for naught you will use subscript 0. And now you have a partial derivative term of E, del E by del T. Then you can write is as fraction. The numerator will be partial, then vector E. The denominator is again partial times T. And if you run this equation, you will have a symbol. So this is the equation. So the left bracket and the right bracket is actually opening and closing the bracket, and they will automatically adjust the height of the bracket depending on the height of the equation. So this height and width are automatically adjusted. If you add multiple spaces in between the equation, that they will not make any difference, because this latex command will automatically adjust the spaces. So this is the fourth equation. And you can see that if we write the equation using the begin equation and end equation terms, so the equations are automatically numbered. But if you wish to write an equation that is unnumbered, then you will use a symbol slash, this is square bracket open and the slash square bracket close, and in between this, whatever you write will be treated as an equation without a number. Suppose you wish to define that the C, velocity of light, is defined as the reciprocal of square root of epsilon naught and mu naught. So that equation you can write here, and we are not numbering this equation, so you will write in between two square brackets. So it will be C, that is the velocity of light, is equals to the fraction. Now the numerator will be 1 only and the denominator will be the square root. So you will write a symbol square, SQRT, and in between this you can write the terms epsilon naught times mu naught. So it will be epsilon subscript naught, then mu subscript naught. So if you run this equation, let me run it. So you have written a symbol C is equals to 1 by square root epsilon naught mu naught. And if you wish to modify the fourth Maxwell equation using this in terms of C only, so you can write, we can modify. Now we have to refer this equation. So for referring a equation, you can level this equation. So for leveling, what you will write, level, and now I am leveling it fourth Maxwell. This is the level. Also, you can use a symbol equation here so that you are confident enough that this is the equation leveling. So now we can modify the equation. So we have leveled the equation. We can refer it here. Refer. First of all, write equation, and the number will come automatically by referring. So refer equation. So you can write equation, this one. So this is the equation, fourth Maxwell equation is referred here. So we can modify the fourth Maxwell equation using the above value of C. So you will have now the equation. If you wish to write this equation without numbering, then you will use a square bracket. So this will be like this, and then closing this square bracket. So equation will be nebula times vector B then you have a left hand side as mu naught J. So you can write mu subscript naught, and then you have a vector J J. So this is the first term, and the second term is 1 by C square. This epsilon naught times mu naught will be 1 by C square. So you will write it as fraction. Numerator is 1 and denominator is C superscript 2. And then the another fraction is the partial vector E. Then you have again partial term T. So if you compile this equation, you will have the fourth equation, Maxwell fourth equation in terms of C as curl of B equals to mu naught J plus 1 by C square del E by del T. So in this way, you can write any equation in latex. Now, let's give a space here. Also, you can give a underline also. So I'm giving you here a horizontal line. So you can see that there is a line here. Now, if you wish to write tables, so tables, there is a specific format. So let's see here. So this is the format for table. You will start the table with a begin symbol, begin table, and then again end this table with the end symbol. Centering command will keep this table in center of the page. Then number of columns you can define here. So you are starting the begin tabular command here, and in this bracket you are writing number of columns. So what if you are writing 4C, there will be 4 columns. These two vertical lines will create 2 vertical lines here and here, and these vertical lines will continue up till the completion of this table. Then if you write wish to have a horizontal line on the top of the table, this horizontal line, so this line will be coming due to this h/h line command. Then the column indexes you can write by separating with a and symbol. So this is the column 1, then and column 2, and column 2 again, and column 3. So let me write it column 3 here, and this as column 4. So this is the names of the columns. This is the column 1, column 2, and due to this and symbol, they are separated. So you will have that all the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4 will be coming here. Then if you wish to write 2 horizontal lines below these naming of the column, then you can use h line command 2 times. So this h line command is written 2 times. So you are having 2 horizontal lines here. Then if you wish to write the content of each column, then you have to separate the content using the ampersand symbol or and symbol. So the column 1 is having 1 value here. So you, and the column 2 has 6 value, and this is the third value column value, and this is the fourth column value. So you will write 1 ampersand 6 ampersand 87836 and ampersand this. And if you wish to write the next line, so you will use the next line command, that is the double slash. You will go to the second line. So this in this way, all the table contents can be filled. If you want horizontal lines after each row, then you have to use h line command again after each row, like this. If you use h line commands after each row, then you will have multiple lines that separating the rows. Also, to refer this table, you have to caption this. So firstly, caption is the index of the table, means you are naming the table. So this is the table, and you have caption is like the table to test captions and labels. So this is the name of the table, and this is the number, that is table 1.1. And if you wish to refer this, you have to label this table. So I have referred this level as table and data. So this is the name of the table. I can refer this in the text. So you can see here that the table, then I am referring it like table data is an example of referenced elements. So referenced latex element. So I am referring it using this command. So this is same as we are using in the equation also. So in this way, you can write any table. Now let's see how you can write chapters and their sections. So to write chapter and section, what you have to do, you just after the begin, just type command /chapter. So this will write the chapter name, and the chapter name will be written here. That is the first chapter I am writing. Automatically the numberings will be coming. So if you use the chapter command again in the text again, then the next chapter will be generated. Suppose this table chapter, I want a new chapter. So you can write chapter, and this is the tables. So you can see that there is a next chapter will be generated, and this table has gone to this table chapter. Similarly, if you are using a sections in this chapter, so you have to use a command section. So slash section, and whatever you write will be the title of that section. So as I am writing introduction as the first section, second section is the title for the second section. So in this way you can write subsections and sections. If you are having a subsection of this introduction, then you have to use a subsection command. So as I am writing, this is the first section, and after this you wish to write subsection, so you will write subsection, and you can name it introduction 2. So here the chapter is 1. So the first section is 1.1, and the subsection of this chapter will be 1.1.1, and in this way the numberings will be followed. You can also see that the font size is also reducing successive in the successive sections. Okay, friends, this is all in this latex classes. This is the second lecture of latex. In the previous lecture, we have discussed many more things like how to make a bold font, italic font, underline, and many other features. If you like this video, please like this, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.